Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. The Father has informed you that today is a very important day for you. I am not merely passing through your life, rather, I have arrived to establish a permanent presence in the path that you are traveling. It is of the utmost importance that you make preparations and leave your heart open in order to allow others to experience the splendor of my glory through you. In light of the fact that you have been selected to carry and exhibit this splendor, I extend to you an invitation to embrace a life of honor and service before me. Make yourself available to me, even among those who choose their own courses, and I will use you, expend you, and form you into a vessel of glory, says God. This is true even among those who select their own paths. You should not serve me out of fear or a sense of obligation, rather, you should seek me out as a compassionate Father with complete and utter devotion. This is the appropriate sacrifice that is filled with my life, revealing my glory and demonstrating my holiness to a humanity that is filled with darkness around you. I will fill the voids in your life and bring about restitution, showering you with the reward of my mercy, which was earned through the sacrifice of Calvary. I will bring about restoration. In light of this, my child, be ready. In the same way that the Israelites ate the Passover lamb while wearing sandals and holding a staff in their hands, you should be prepared to acknowledge the significance of the possibilities that I provide. With all your heart, make the decision to crave more than just fleeting spiritual encounters that provide catharsis. I make available to you a profound and everlasting indwelling of my Spirit, which is something that fleeting experiences are unable to accomplish. As a member of my bride, I have a strong desire for a close, long-lasting relationship with you that goes beyond interactions that are only surface and permeates every facet of your own being. Come to me, my dear, with a willing heart. You must give up your will and allow me to prepare your heart in order to be prepared to receive the inherent dwelling of my magnificent presence, which is available to everybody who gives themselves over to me. I am actively working in your life to eliminate the impediments that have restricted you and inhibited your growth, says the Father today. I am striving to release you from these confines. It is my hope that you will flourish and be able to know the completeness of all the graces that I have bestowed upon you via the cross, which is not due to your efforts in the religious realm. I am expanding your heart and waking your spirit to new levels of insight and revelation as you yield to my guidance. I am doing this when you surrender to my guidance. This spiritual awakening will fill your being with a sensation of expectancy and excitement, and it will be experienced by you. You will enthusiastically declare that the constraints that once prevented you from achieving your goals no longer have any influence on you. As a result of this newly discovered liberty, you will courageously step into the completeness of the person you were designed to be. You will be able to confidently speak out the serenity that comes from following the tug of my Spirit upon your heart with the guidance that I imparted to you during the still seasons of the night. This day, I rejuvenate your vision and grace you in such a way that you will be able to follow my instruction. As you continue to confirm and articulate my guidance in your life, you will be able to observe a harmonious alignment between the words you speak and the divine plan that I have placed before you. This connection will have the capacity to energize and enable the manifestation of my work in your life, which will offer you an indescribable amount of joy and contentment. Your connection will get stronger the more you express your faith and confidence in me via your words and by your actions. The extent of your faith will be beyond anything you have ever experienced, and it will reach new heights. I am directing and guiding you by my Holy Spirit, and this profound serenity that envelopes you is a clear indicator that I am doing so. It is no longer necessary for you to be burdened by the expectations of other people or the desire to ensure that you satisfy them. Instead, you will concentrate on pleasing your Heavenly Father, and you will discover that the only thing that can truly satisfy you is my approval. Your obedience to me will bring you an abundance of blessings, and you will experience them as you take each step. You will bring tremendous happiness to my heart as you enter into a lively and personal connection that I am uncovering just for you. Your paths will be lighted, and you will bring great delight to my entire being. Your life will become a living sample of what it means to walk in divine guidance, and it will become a testament to the goodness and grace that I have received. It is important that you approach this journey with an open heart and a readiness to surrender to my purposes. You are on the verge of accomplishing something truly remarkable. You will find that my love and direction will lead you to a life that is beyond your wildest expectations in terms of purpose, joy, and sense of accomplishment. You should put your faith in me because I am dependable and will finish the work that I have begun in you. Before the video continue, I request you to join my channel for my financial help, or you can help by super thanks. Putting your faith in my divine judgments is what the Father is saying to you today. If you approach me with reverence, you do not need to be scared of the judgments that I will hold against you. You will not be left to the mercy of those who persecute you, and I will not desert you. Your life will be protected from those who seek to destroy it, leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. I will offer you protection. Those who are persecuting you and acting in a manner that is detrimental to your well-being do not have the authority to decide what your future holds. I gladly accepted the anguish of the cross for the benefit of you, which will free you from the unpredictability that comes with living in a sinful world that is ruled by the imperfections of individuals. You may count on me to protect you, to wish you well, and to be your guardian. Confront this day without fear, secure in the knowledge that I am your ultimate safety net. It is my word and the promises that it holds that serve as the endorsement for all of your hopes and desires. It is possible that other people will go through the experience of having their aspirations and dreams dashed, but yours will not be the same. I am a God, and I can be trusted. As you bring every facet of your life into alignment with my divine mission, you will observe a transformation in the environment around you. Your existence will take on the characteristics of heaven that are manifested on earth. This potential is within your reach. Do not let anyone, even those who pretend to speak on my behalf, deter you from accepting my generosity. This possibility is within your reach. It is important to keep in mind that if the words that are said do not reflect my goodness, then they are not coming from me. Hold on to your conviction that I am a good person, and disregard any thoughts that are counter to this. Believe in the fact that my plan for your life is founded on love and the aim of the divine. I am bringing you out of a season of sporadic results in prayer to a track of continuous blessing and favor upon your life that will insult the gainsayer and confound those who don't see you as I see you, the Father says today. I am bringing you out of this season. My blessing and favor were never meant to be occasional or ephemeral occurrences. They were always designed to be so. At Calvary, Jesus paid the price for you to be brought into an everlasting fullness and blessing. This was the purpose of his sacrifice. However, in my kingdom, every facet of your existence goes toward blessings, in contrast to the dark domain, where everything has a tendency to deteriorate. You have been delivered from the shackles of darkness and welcomed into the realm of light when you were rescued. Accept who you are as children of the light and embrace being that. What exactly does that say? Strolling in expectation is anticipating things to go nicely for a change, and strolling in anticipation. You should have the expectation that every circumstance, relationship, and transaction that occurs in your life will be filled with triumph, blessing, and advantage. There are some weak teachings, polluted messages, music lyrics, and publications that are loaded with doubt masquerading as piety that you should get rid of. This may go against what you have been taught, but it is time to get rid of them. Your fate is not predetermined to be one of wrath or failure. Due to the fact that the greater one is inside you, you are something more than a conqueror. Relying on coping skills is no longer something you should do. The rich life that Jesus purchased for you is not simply a means of surviving with life's challenges. Rather, it is a means of confidently going into the fulfillment of your dreams and goals. The inheritance is yours to keep. This is the blessing that I have prepared for you at this very now, so that you may take a courageous step forward into a new experience that I have prepared for you in the past. If you take the first step into it and bring your heart into alignment with it, you will see the long-awaited manifestation of your wishes arrive. All of the things that your eyes have been wishing for over the course of the years will at long last be realized. I invite you to open your heart to my unending and abundant benefits, and then you will see how your life grows in the fullness of my grace. According to what the Father has communicated to us today, the praise of heaven is upon you. At some point in the past, you have been robbed. The situation has been exploited for your benefit. However, contrary to what some others have claimed, you did not shake your fist toward heaven as if it were someone else's fault. You have recalled the vows I made. Despite the fact that you were in the thick of the conflict, you made the decision to cling to my word. There is praise for you, my dear. My attention was drawn to the fact that you are committed to my word and that you are honest about it. When you called upon me in the middle of the night, I was there to see you. I saw you in the midst of the trouble. Please be aware that I have heard you, and that your salvation is guaranteed. Now, just as you walked with me through the challenging period, so too will you walk with me now. Together, as companions and friends, we are going to take the steps forward. I refer to you as my friend. Not only has your faith brought my lordship into your life, but it has also brought to you my companionship. It is going to be spoken about you in the same way that it was said about Abraham in the past. This individual was the friend of God. It is possible for other people to stutter and boast in a pretentious manner about their profound spiritual experiences. However, your relationship with me is founded on the straightforward reality of your faith and your anticipation of my commitment on your behalf. You are so far ahead of the competition when it comes to your vocation in the dead religion field. Life, not pretense, was the path you chose. In the midst of the challenging circumstances, you turned to me, and I promise that you will not be let down. I have called you to ascension, that is what the Father says to you now. As I have summoned you to ascend the skies, I have not only asked you to witness the angels as they ascend and descend upon my body, but I have also asked you to ascend and descend the celestial gates that are in front of my throne for yourselves. Please bring your prayers, your supplications, your praises, and your joyful songs that my Spirit has organized for the purpose of delightedly delighting our hearts together. As I informed Nathanael as he joyfully answered my call through the prophetic unction, you will see greater things than these by proving my power. This is exactly what I told Nathanael. Today, the Father states that I am aware of every challenge and struggle that you are experiencing in your life. When I am standing before the throne, I am not pondering what I will do with you or how I will help you get through this experience. The Father makes the statement that you are not actually that much of a difficulty. You didn't really believe that I would be afraid or dismayed by the mountains that were standing in your way, did you? At the same time as I am the God of the universe, I reside within you. You should not give the enemy the opportunity to fool you into thinking or leading you to believe that what you are going through is in some way exceptional or in some way more difficult than what any other person might be going through. This is an example of self-pity and self-absorption, with the goal of diverting your attention away from my faithfulness. During my time on earth, I went through and experienced the same things that you are experiencing at this very moment. I endured suffering while remaining sinless in order to make it possible for you to do the same and continue to remain in obedience to the divine vision of everything that I have promised. God the Father tells you to look up. Await with eager anticipation what it is that I am about to accomplish on your behalf. When it comes to addressing the one thing that causes you the greatest agony and keeps you captive, I always make sure to arrive on time and on target. Today, I will free you from the confinement that you have undergone. Today, you are experiencing a moment that is like heaven on earth. This is the hour that causes the world to change, and it is also the hour that causes your world to change. What are you eagerly anticipating? Proceed to dance in advance, if you please. Have a good time and be happy. Your life will reveal that I am a trustworthy person. When you look back, you will notice things that you have seen before, and you will ask yourself, what else could possibly have gone right? It is not a made-up story. This is not a possibility that is difficult to believe or improbable. This is the unshakable confirmation of my word and my promise, which will last for all of eternity and will triumph over you in every situation. However, you are not a victim. This very day, you are wearing the identical crown that you will one day lay at my feet in triumph. You are a principality and a power. In today's message, the Father advises us to never compare ourselves to others. Remember, beloved, that you should never compare yourself or your achievements to those of other people. There is no one else like you. It is not possible to create a valid comparison simply seeing what other people are doing or what they have accomplished in their lives. Even if the people around you compliment you on how smart and talented they are, you should never follow their lousy example. Be courageous in being who I have called you to be and in carrying out the tasks that I have commanded you to perform if you are going to be brave. The cowardly person will do this in order to imitate others or to steal the future of another person. Ask questions, get to know yourself, and try to perceive yourself in the same way that I do. When you see yourself as I actually see you and see exactly what I have called you to do, you will know how far you have sold yourself out to the meager successes of your contemporaries. You will realize how far you have sold yourself out. Although the men in your life may try to convince you that you should be like this person or that person, the truth is that your authenticity does not lie in thinking, speaking, or behaving in the same way as another person whom you like. In spite of the fact that you should admire them and follow their beliefs, you should acquire your instructions directly from my heart. A fool is someone who attempts to imitate and appear to be someone else. To the work that I have entrusted to you, which is both courageous and breathtaking, there are no shortcuts available to you, my child. You should be aware that when other people give you shortcuts to your destiny, they are marketing you for their own advantage rather than for your own interest. I am the source of your information. I am the one entity that can provide you with inspiration, truth, and direction. There was a guy named Joab who tormented David throughout his whole life, despite the fact that David was a man after my own heart. From one day to the next, Joab regarded him with contempt, and then he praised him. Joab was finally put to death on the day that Solomon finally achieved his goal. You should cut off all of these ties that are tainted with contamination. These are the people in whom you can never know where you stand. Individuals who, on the one hand, praise you and, on the other hand, look down on you make a false claim that they are speaking by my voice, but that is not how I perceive you. Make your way to me. Take a look at me. Be conscious of the fact that the person I am on the inside of you is molding and cultivating you into the person I envisioned you to be before the world was even created. All of your genuineness lies within this. It is there that your purpose is made tangible, and it will be completed as long as you have faith in who I am and what I am doing, and you do not permit yourself to be the pitiful counterfeit of a flawed human model.